I made 10 videos on this channel, but I'm already feeling burnt out. Not because YouTube is hard, not because I don't know what I'm doing. It's because every time I sit down to write a script or come up with a video idea, my brain just freezes. And if you've ever been in that spot where you know what works, but you still feel stuck every time you try to execute, this is probably going to feel very familiar. And when I say burnt out, I don't mean that I'm exhausted of uploading. I upload once a week, and that part is fine. The burnt out is coming from ideas and scripting. Every idea feels like it's not good enough, and every script feels like it could be better. And because of that, every time I sit here and just look at my screen, thinking instead of moving. And here's what makes it worse. I actually do this. I work with my clients on the same things that I'm teaching in these videos. And I helped him grow to over 120,000 subscribers and make millions of dollars every year from his coaching program. I'm on YouTube all day and I've been studying YouTube channels for years. I understand the hooks, the branding, the positioning, how to get people to buy, but knowing what works doesn't automatically make the execution easier. It sometimes makes it heavier. And here's a problem. I struggle to follow the system even though I know the system works. So it's not because I don't believe in a proven system. It's because every time I try to follow one, I start overcomplicating things. I try to make the system even more perfect. I try to do it properly, and then I try to do it perfectly. And then one video takes longer than it should, and I miss an upload. And I know myself well enough that if I miss one upload, there is a very high chance that I miss the next one. Because that's how I stopped posting in the past. I started this channel as a video editing channel, and I was doing the same thing. I actually had more success with that niche, and I had a very good system. But when I started overcomplicating it, I started missing uploads until I eventually stopped uploading for months. So right now my main goal is not growth. It's not optimizing, it's not getting views. It's actually consistency. And that creates this tension in my head because I know my videos could be better. But I want to make this very clear. When I say I'm focusing on consistency, it doesn't mean I'm gonna upload just half-ass videos that have no value. The value is still there. Everything I say in these videos and the value that I give is something that I genuinely believe it's helpful and applicable. Because it is. I've seen it with my own client. So I'm not dumbing things down. I'm not just filling time. I'm not uploading just to upload. So what's changing now isn't the value. It's how I'm saying it, my delivery on camera, how I'm packaging the videos. All of these I know that needs more work. But I also know how I work. And if I try to fix everything at once, I would slow myself down way too much. And when I slow down, I will start missing uploads. So instead of fixing everything, I'm doing one thing at a time. Consistency first, then improving each piece one at a time. And there is another layer to this. Because I switch niches from video editing to helping businesses grow and get clients from YouTube, now every video feels heavier. It's not just, here's how to edit this, or here's how to edit in this style. It feels like a statement about what I believe. It's whether I'm qualified to talk about this, or whether I'm qualified to teach this. So I made a promise to myself for 3 months. Not to grow, not to win, not to get clients, not to prove anything. It's just to stay consistent. And if I can keep that promise, it means I stay true to my word. And once I trust myself to not quit, then I can start pushing harder without everything collapsing. And 3 months is not a magic number or lucky number. It's just long enough to stop negotiating with myself every single week. So how am I gonna fix this? Instead of coming up with one video idea, I'll be batching everything at once. And I was already doing it with the filming. But when it comes to video ideas and scripting, I was doing it one at a time. So I'll have to block time for coming up with multiple video ideas at once, and then have another session for scripting all of those videos at once. And I'm gonna be doing 8 videos at a time. And why 8? Because if I have 8 videos to make, there's no reason to get stuck on the first one. Who cares if the first one is imperfect? The other 7 can be better. And that removes the emotional weight of each individual video. So I'll be batching 8 videos. 3 of them might suck, and I will not upload them because I have a standard about my value. But the other 4 will be better. So now I have 4 videos instead of none. And there is one thought that I know some of you are having right now. If I'm teaching people how to get clients from YouTube and grow on YouTube, why am I feeling burnt out from just 10 videos? And that's a fair question. And here's my honest answer. What I teach on this channel doesn't come from my personal results and my personal journey on YouTube. It comes from working with a client and applying these in real situations. It comes from observing patterns across hundreds of YouTube channels, across multiple niches. You don't need to be an athlete to be a good coach, because most coaches aren't the best players. They're the ones who understand mistakes, leverage, and look for patterns. But it's something that most people don't talk about. Doing strategy for someone else is clean. There's no ego attached, no pressure to prove anything. But when it's your own channel, it feels personal. Every script feels like a test. if you're qualified to talk about this. And that pressure doesn't exist when you're behind the scenes. And I'm not making this video to complain. I'm not making this video to be relatable. I'm simply making this because this is part of the process that nobody shows. Even my own client, he did go through the same things early in his career, and even as recent as like 2 years ago. Everyone talks about growth, but nobody talks about the awkward middle when you know you're better, but you just feel stuck. And this channel is just me working through that publicly, without pretending I have everything figured out. Watch this video where I break down exactly how I'm writing my intros and what I'm changing in the first 30 seconds. Because if you get that part wrong, nothing else really matters.